Hi everybody, Dominic Esposito, your drill instructor. Welcome to the clinic. Happy New Year 2022. Excited to be with all of you. Had some requests to talk about how can I exercise my ability to get some good stroke alignment exercise, especially if I don't have a pool table and I want to be able to get some of this practice in. Tell me what to do. So I've got some information for you tonight we're going to be able to get started with, okay? First of all, let me get over here to this side of the table. You can all be watching a little bit better, I hope. So one of the key things you can do for those of you at home who do not have pool tables, okay? Couple of ideas, okay? Number one, if you could just go ahead and get some basic painter's tape or masking tape, just any kind of basic tape. Anyway, you could go ahead and get this kind of thing, and on your home kitchen table, on a kitchen counter, you could take this type of a thing and let me just kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. Let's just say that I was laying this out on a kitchen table, okay? I would just go ahead and just put a big long strip of that up. Then go ahead and get just a ruler, which would be pretty easy to do. Come on down to this end here and go ahead and put a nice line there, and come on down to this end over here, put a nice long line here. Okay, so imagine this is my kitchen table. And I'm talking to all of you who tell me, well, I don't have a pool table at home. Hey, you got a bedroom, you got room for a pool table. There, that settled that problem. So you could take just a nice long piece of tape. You could put it on a kitchen table, you could put it on a kitchen counter, draw a couple of long lines right there. And then if you want, in a spot right here, just go ahead and draw a big giant cue ball. Okay, right there's a cue ball. And now you can, right home on your kitchen counter, you could take this, step into the shot, down to the cue ball, look at the alignment underneath, and then just begin from here and take the stroke. Now, what I'm looking for in this case is I'm looking to see if my shaft is moving inside or outside off that line. Otherwise, I want that line to be splitting the shaft perfectly. Now, hopefully those of you can actually see this. If you can't, let me just go ahead and take this and put it the long way so that some of you can actually go ahead and watch this. So what's happening is, in a lot of cases, a lot of players are pushing the wrist out. When you take this practice, if you're doing that, you're going to see that move to the side. If you're revving it in, rolling it in, it's going to move in the opposite direction. So what you're looking to do when you take the time, actually go through the whole pre-shot routine, chalk your stick, put your chalk away where it belongs, step back on the line, step in correctly, take position, take aim, begin your pre-stroke, and then release the shot. Look at that, it's perfectly straight right down the line. Perfectly straight right. But if you're in or out, that's really a big deal. And you could simply just use this tape and measure and begin to start working on that stroke alignment. Okay, let's go through some of you who do have pool tables, and let me give you a couple of ideas that you can also work with. Now, John Harlock in Cleveland, Ohio, really great friend of mine, great PBIA master instructor. He's created a fantastic stroke alignment technique. He's got some great equipment he has created, and you can easily talk to John Harlock and those of you up there. But here, he created something like this, which is absolutely sensational, and this is going to be able to take even like a cue ball and put it right here on the bead spot. It's got a cue ball in there to scale, and this is something that allows you, I'm going to show you this kind of from the side a little bit. This is a way for you to get into practice, measure, and look and see how far are you from the actual measurement of your cue ball. And then also you can go through, let me actually line this one up There, I'll line this one up to the pocket. I'll take the stroke. I'll step in, take to the line, take my pre-stroke, and there it is. I'm already down. Now look at it. I've got a follow through right there that was exactly at 7 inches. I've got it marked so that I can see that. I can also see, look from the exact line, just as I told you, you can see if your cue is in or out of that. This is another great way that you can make something like this on your own. And if you want, you can take something. In fact, let me put this up close to the camera so you can all see how simple this is. Okay, this is something the way John makes it. He does this with his students. Can you see the lines and information on there? And practice this right on your kitchen table, okay? Let me show you another technique that you can do and work with. So those of you who might actually have a chance to get to a pool table, take this diamond right here, and that's where the palm of your hand goes, okay? The second diamond up here is the actual cue ball. Line up the cue so that it splits the cloth and the cushion. Now this is what I was doing with the masking tape for those of you without the pool table. Again, here, step into the shot, come down into the position of the shot, set up, 3, 2, 1, release. Dead split on it. Now, for those of you who are having a problem to see what you're doing with your hand, come into this position, turn your head, and actually watch and see what's happening to this hand. Is it moving in? Is it moving out? Is the shoulder and the elbow in alignment? Are you dropping the elbow? This technique is a great technique to help you to learn to stop dropping that elbow. Stop dropping the elbow, people. When you drop your elbow, you are diminishing the ability to put good action on the cue ball because you're just pushing the stick through the cue ball and it's raising up in almost every case, okay? So one of the things you can do with this technique, which is great, if you happen to drop your elbow, bam, you should smash your knuckles right into the rail. That'll get your attention and help you to stop. But turn your head, watch the elbow, and see that that elbow is locking in position exactly. And then no matter whether you're putting 3 tips at top or 3 tips at bottom, that tip dives right straight into the cloth. Watch. Let me get next to a cue ball here and show you 3 tips at top. This is like a practice stroke. 3 tips top. Look at the tip straight into the cloth because look at the elbow. Let me do this to the side for you once so you can actually see the elbow. Same practice swing. Here goes. I'm at 3 tips at top on the cue ball. 3, 2, 1, stroke. See the elbow in the back? It locks. It doesn't go like this because if it does, look at the tip. Then the tip is coming up. And that's why you can't even get a good draw stroke because you're not down on the bottom of the cue ball at the time you actually touch the cue ball. Here's another really cool technique I want you to be able to learn. You can take 6 balls like this, and then you can put the cue, in fact, let me go sideways. This might be actually the better way. I prefer to do it. And put the joint of the cue, that's it, right there. There's the joint. Put the center of the 3 balls right on the joint. And then slowly lift up, nice and slow, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and do that to the front of you so you can actually see that one more time. Let me see if I can't get a little split action there with that thing. Okay, let me get them right up against the shaft, okay? Come on, come on, hold still. Good, good. There. Now, you can actually go ahead and take balls and put it right in front, right there. Come in, step into the shot, get that stick all the way inside, and then begin. 3, 2, 1, stroke. You see the ball hit? Now, you hit the ball, that's because you're yanking in. If you do it again, let me hold it still. I'm going to show you both ways so you can see what you're looking for. We'll do that. Once again, we'll lift it up. Good. Now, let's do the other side. So you're taking, once again, you put a ball up in the front. Step in the line. Get the cue in position. Now, watch what's going to happen if you rev out. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Rev out. If you're revving in, revving out, this is going to give you a complete, clear evidence of what you're doing. Now, what you actually want is you want to be able to get this right against the shafts. Here's what we're looking for. We want to be able to come in, step into the stroke. There it is. And everybody, 3, 2, 1, stroke. That's what we're looking for, so there's no movement. And in addition to that, make sure the tip is diving straight into the cloth or right straight into the kitchen table or the counter so that you can tell you locked your back elbow. You locked your back elbow, okay? Don't be writing me those stupid letters about people who drop their elbows, okay? You want good action on the cue ball, you're not going to be dropping your elbow, and neither is any of the best shot makers in the industry going to be doing that, okay? If they do, I'll tell them they're sloppy right to their face too. So this is really great techniques. Use the tape, the ruler, and the Sharpie pen. Create your own masking tape line. You can build your own streamer like John Harlock has done for his students. You can use the rail. You can use the balls. One other thing that's also really helpful is if you've got a blank wall at home, a blank wall. Okay, picture I've got a nice blank wall here, okay? Actually, put your right foot straight up to it. Put your shoulder, your elbow, right there, the knuckles of your hand. Put the thumb of your front hand right in front and actually see if you can't get that arm to stroke right along the wall, and you're going to find that you're going to be fixing problems where your elbow's too far in or your hand is too far in or out or pushing out like a chicken wing. You can get rid of all of that just as well. One of the last things, some of you may like this, you may not, it's up to you, but I strongly recommend you can work with a mirror. Just get yourself the kind of a mirror that's just a little bit wide, a little bit tall, and you could use some dental floss and create a crosshair. You want a vertical crosshair and a horizontal crosshair. And then when you get in that mirror, you can actually see it's cutting straight across your eyes and straight through the shaft and the dominant eye. And you can see, just glance your eyes up and you can see through the mirror if your head is tipped, if it's tilted, if it's turned, anything, instead of just looking straight onto the cue ball the same way I'm looking at you right now. So there's lots of effective techniques you can use, whether you have a pool table or not, that you can really look to see if your stroke alignment is proving the test. Is it straight? Is your hand waggling? Is your arm chicken winging? All of these other silly things that could be going on. And don't even be afraid to use video. You can actually just prop the camera up or get yourself a little tripod and put yourself on video from dead in front, from from directly behind, even from the side, and see if that elbow's coming down. See if that hand is winging in or out. See if the arm is actually out of alignment or not out of alignment. See if the stroke is coming through straight. See if your head is really in good, proper, direct position. I mean, if I were looking at the camera like this, trying to look, you'd think I was looking real goofy and everything, right? Okay. Why are you looking at the cue ball like that? So you don't actually have to. All right, everybody. Listen, there's no excuse why you shouldn't have a really good, direct, straight alignment and straight stroke with everything I just gave you. Get to work on it. It won't take but a 4 weeks or so, and you will have a definite way to see that your stroke and alignment has fully improved. Okay, remember March 26th and 27th. March 26th and 27th. Dr. Q, Tom Rossman, Randy Gottlicher, your drill instructor, all three of us together are going to be doing a full 2-day pool school in Orlando, Florida at Rax Billiards. And you're going to want to hear details coming up soon where you've got to reserve your spot, get your place. It's going to pack up, I promise you, and I don't want you to miss it, okay? So right from there, everybody, listen, aim straight, shoot straight. Split the pockets. I will look forward to seeing you again next week. God bless you and thank you and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. And straight alignment stroking to you, okay? All right. God bless you. Bye-bye now.